Now that President Biden has, of course, dropped out of the race and will not be the Democratic Party's official nominee, and it's important to remember that he was already not the party's official nominee yet. They had not held the vote at the convention. They had not done their roll call vote. So Biden was never technically the actual nominee for the Democratic Party this year yet. And now he won't be. And because of that, Donald Trump now holds the unfortunate distinction of being the oldest person to ever receive his party's official nomination to be their candidate for president of the United States. Yes, folks, Donald Trump is now the oldest person to ever be a nominee for president of the United States. He is 19 years older than Kamala Harris, who of course is at this point the presumptive Democratic nominee. She is 59, Donald Trump is 78. And of course, the real irony of all that is that Donald Trump's people have spent the last year telling us that Biden's too old, he's too decrepit, he doesn't know where he is half the time. Well, hell, those same things apply to Donald Trump. I mean, he confused Nikki Haley for Nancy Pelosi, thought Nikki Haley was in charge of the Capitol on January 6th. He repeatedly confused Obama and President Biden, then tried to say, oh, I do it on purpose because I'm totally not an idiot. I mean, he gets off on weird tangents about water pressure and flushing toilets and windmills are killing birds and whales, he says. That man is the most mentally incompetent person that was in this race. Even if Biden were suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, everything they claimed he may be suffering from, even if he had all those ailments, he was still more cognitively put together than Donald Trump, who mental health professionals have been warning us again for 8 years that there is something significantly wrong with him. And now, all of those attacks on Biden for his age are going to come back and bite the Republican Party. That's the sweet, sweet irony here, isn't it, folks? They spent all this time making age an issue because, hey, Trump was 2 years younger than the guy, right? Trump's a spring chicken compared to Biden. Not anymore. You're the oldest person to ever run for president, dude. We need to start talking about age, right, guys? I mean, the Republicans just did it for 3.5 years, if we're being honest. So it's time for us to make Donald Trump's age an issue. We need to make his mental health an issue. I mean, there was a time, by the way, when the press was actually focusing on Donald Trump's declining cognitive state. But all of that ended the night of that debate with President Biden. Hopefully, the media can shift back and start talking about what a clearly nutjob guy he really is. And maybe it's because of his age. Maybe the guy's just not all there anymore. Maybe he's suffering from all those ailments that he has claimed and Republicans have claimed that Biden is suffering from. I don't know. But being the oldest guy to run for president ever at a time when people say we're sick of old white guys, probably not a super great thing for the Republican Party. America's Lawyer has launched its own YouTube channel. Now, this channel, of course, is still in its early phases of development, but you can help grow it by subscribing. Just go to youtube.com/theamericaslawyer, and you'll get all of the great content from Mike Papantonio and myself that we produce every single week.